CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Halfback sent in motion. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right there around the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And the wideout in motion. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They will run again with Coleman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. First down, Hoffman. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And bulldozing his way through. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run here with Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
There goes Alex Collins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Hoffman. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Rivers, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A good pickup there, a 22. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is taken around the 12. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On 1st and 10, Hoffman. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's forced out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Rivers in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And to give this time to the tailback. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Collins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right near the 27. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Coleman. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
3 down, 3 down. Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Coleman now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Fresh set of downs here. This is Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Here's Coleman, and he's going to be shoved down pretty hard right at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. Nixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Man, it wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
The offense on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chris Wormley able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. So you're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And fights through one man, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive with Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
Mahomes now on first down. To Mixon on the check down. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Green.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on first down. Hoffman finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
Here we go. 38.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw here. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is knocked down from the side. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He was looking for Alex Collins that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right on the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nifty move. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. An incredible play there on 4th down. 41 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Derek Rivers in there to take him down. And the clock will roll. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And now running right through him. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20.